Welcome to the Nora Seroussi Show. This is my first broadcast on my own, and I invited a friend of mine and an associate, Mr. Eduard Irimia, who is well known as a promoter and as a businessman and an entrepreneur. Welcome, Eduard.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here with you after we had the opportunity to meet together in a few occasions, and now I think it's an important moment that some of the people around us, they will understand more about what's going to happen in the future.
I think I will back up and tell everybody how we met, because it was so unusual. And then we will get into what we've been doing since then, because when I tell people, they are amazed. So when I was in Los Angeles in November, and I had gone for the ACLU Gala, and I had seen that you were doing something with Creed 2 and with Florian Montano, thank you. I had said to my friend Bonnie there, I said, when I get back to Romania, I want to contact Nora Irimia and have a conversation with her. 2 days later, I got a message on my iPad saying, my husband Eduard is there and it would be nice if you'd meet him. So I showed the message to my friend and she said, isn't that the woman you were talking about 2 days ago? And I said, yeah, what are the chances? Which, by the way, I have a chapter of that in my book. And I said, it's amazing. So that's when she gave me your phone number and I called you and I said, let's have a meeting.
Yeah. So to explain what is the idea with my trip in Los Angeles, besides that I'm a sport producer, and the last 15 years I produced some of the major fighting events in the European market. And a few years ago, I had, let's say, the courage to try the American market, but it's very difficult to be as a European producer in the United States, but it's a completely different market. But that is the cherry on the cake. So I arrived on the CBS Sports with my product in prime time at 9 p.m. In 90 million householders in the United States and Canada. And somehow Stallone with his team, they found about Super Combat, my brand, and they are requiring me by email to send them some of the fighters, heavyweights, big boys, to be able to act as Drago's son in his movie, in Creed 2. Right. So that is the joint venture from the sport industry arriving to the Hollywood. So I had in my mind one amazing guy, what is not a Super Combat fighter, but I knew him from another event, and he's an amazing boy, Florian Montano, living in Munich as origin from Romania. And I called him, I said, look, you need to come tomorrow for the casting by Skype. We had a location in Bucharest, and I present him to Stallone. And immediately Stallone invited me in Los Angeles, so everything changed in my life. Even now I feel the adrenaline, because from that moment I realized that was my vision, actually, because I was projecting my vision from the sports to the entertainment business. So right. Look how we arrived with this amazing movie in 2018. Global exposure, my brand, Super Combat in the movie.
I saw it. Yeah. I was thrilling.
Florian Montano is becoming one of the A-lister actors now in the global market. So because of my passion and my energy, I arrived in Hollywood and instantly I connected with some of the biggest agencies and production companies, and I got MGM, Warner Bros, Lionsgate, to say a few of them, and also Gersh agency. So for the people who know this business, it is an amazing job to know people from this kind of companies, because there are people from even from Romania working in the field for the last 30 years, and they never got the chance to achieve this.
They will never get there.
Yeah, and that was my lucky gate. And I said, okay, if I want to combine the sport with the entertainment business, I need to make movies. Right. With action movies or DNA with action DNA. And I met these amazing people from the Gersh agency. What they present me, Moshe Diamant, what is a very famous producer from the United States. He produced all of the major movie from the Van Damme, back in the days, 30 years ago, and also Dolph Lundgren and major movies. And his partner, Christopher Milborn, who is a finance ex-actor and director, but now he's in the finance business. So we opened actually last year, we announced globally with major press release, the joint venture to open a company called Superfilm, where they will bring at least one movie per year distributed globally with a medium budget in this market. And we are working now for the first ever movie in action where me as a Romanian, I will be the co-producer in that company. So when I came in Hollywood before to meet you, I say why not to give the chance for other talents. And I took with me a few of the people what they got already visa. They had the vision to come in.
Some pictures coming up. Of
in Los Angeles. And I spoke with my wife, and she said, "Please call Mrs. Nora when you arrive in Hollywood." And that is amazing connection, because the next day when I arrived in Hollywood, I met you. And it was exactly one day before the Oscars awards. We had the invitation to be in one of the major Oscar party. You told me about your story with the Netflix party. So somehow it was like the fate to meet both of us in this amazing, iconic event worldwide, because I think Oscars is the biggest event to inspire people around the world. I mean, all of the my
it's
career.
the largest audience in the world,
Yeah.
except for the World Cup every 4 years.
Yeah, yeah.
Here's you with one of your girls when you came to the office.
Yeah, and I remember that moment, because Rodeo Drive is one of the most famous street in the world, especially in the fashion business. And when I arrived with the talents in your office, they were so excited to be in that location, and we had some fun filming each other with the phones on the way to your office, and I even didn't know what is going to be there. And my director, Jonas Kent, what is a Finnish origin, but is living in Los Angeles, is exactly the symbol of the people dreaming to become one of the next heroes in Hollywood. So think about this person was inspired by my vision that I arrived in Hollywood after he stayed 6 years trying everything possible to make the next step. And in the next few days, he realized that he can do more with us as a East European team than he did ever in the last 6 years in Los Angeles. So for me, all my life in my career, I like to work with people where they inspire people. And that's why when I met you, I got this feeling that if I would open a team to have an expert team of people around 3-4 people around me, I'm hunting these kind of people. So you are the first one this moment. That's why I'm telling you, it's not only because we are living now in Romania, but I'm looking globally. So for me, I found only Mats Petersen, what is a Swedish guy from Stockholm. He's an amazing person, being in the lifestyle business, doing connections with UEFA Champions League, NBA, NFL at the global level. So when he met me 5 years ago, he was inspired by my vision with Super Combat. Now he's following me everywhere in the world, coming after my events. And as a personality in this lifestyle business, I promised him that if I would ever do a concept to combine also the lifestyle, and now I came with this idea to combine lifestyle, glamorous locations, and scouting for the talents. So
Nice.
all together came as a pilot in Los Angeles when I met you. We had a location rented in Bel Air in one of the most expensive area. You know that because you're living there sometime. So you remember when you came in our villa, you're surprised somehow how Eduard could bring all these people in the same place, and to have some of the famous winners on the Oscars, celebrities or singers coming in our parties. But unfortunately you left the next day, so you couldn't see everything what we did there. So now you can tell to your audience what was the other part, I don't know what it was your impact on this scenario.
No, when I came for the filming in Bel Air, which was after the Oscars, which was the most exciting night, as I told you, I was impressed because I saw a lot of different people and I saw how they interacted. And then I should mention the pictures we're looking at now are from Dubai. And that was the trip we just did now with some other talents.
Yeah. So actually, after I invite you from the challenge from Hollywood, I promised to all of the people I met in Hollywood that I will continue to be in minimum 6 major locations around the world, combining Dubai, London, Bucharest, even Mamaia from Romania, because I like it very much. I'm coming sometime as promoting that resort, and London, and an amazing European trip with the supercars in June, and at the end all of these happenings, combining the inspirational moments around the world, to be like a pilot where I already challenged you to be part as a co-producer and being next to me to offer to the people around the world a reason to live for. Because actually, I met a guy with you in Dubai, if you remember, the boxer looking like Sean, looking like Muhammad Ali.
Right.
And during one of his interview, he said something very special. With that, he touched me a little bit, and that is true, is my real beliefs now. So think about it, there are people with Bugatti, I don't know what, the billionaires, and they never got that feeling to feel that they have a meaning in life. I mean, they're rich and that's it. They don't have a real. So some of the people, they are dreaming to be rich, and that is not all. Purpose. I mean, to be. Yeah, you need something to hang. My lifestyle is like I'm very dynamic and hyperkinetic, trying to have all the time something in my life, and that's why when I met you, we are completing each other. Like it's like a running not alone, and you have somebody next to your shoulder.
Somebody asked me, sorry to interrupt you, about that, and I said. They said, how did you? I said, Edward, I'm like the female version.
Yeah.
They thought I was like, I'm serious.
Yeah. So at the end, the people need a motivation. It doesn't matter in each domain. So when I was looking for talents to promote it globally from different regions around the world, when I say talent could be a watchmaker, could be an amazing artist, could be a singer, could be a painter, could be somebody who would like to write a book. And when you told me about your story, with your amazing story, with your life story, and combining even the last happenings, that is an inspiration for some of the people around the world, that we are able to do something to continue the vision in the life, not to stop a certain age. So it's very important. Even I'm 45 now, and I'm still looking at my life like I cannot stop. Even I will be rich, I will never stop it to stay on the beach with a pina colada. You know, so it's not my style.
You know that I had my birthday. It's coming, 60. Yeah. And somebody asked me the other day, when are you going to be pensionat? And I was like, pensionat, what is that, retired? I said, me retired, what am I going to do with myself? I said, I have so many things still I want to get done. You have to be kidding. This is the last, let's say, chapter of my life, because, you know, you have different periods in your life. And that's why with what you said, with the people you know and the people I know, and we are fortunate that we have that kind of environment, we are in a position that we can help other people launch and get to a certain level.
Yeah, and you know, when I say inspiration, for example, the people, they know me from Romania or different countries in Europe as a producer, as a promoter. They see that face on TV. They see that cover story in the Forbes magazine. As I told you, that was the first ever Forbes cover story. Even in this, it was in this building, that time, the headquarters. So for me, it was like a challenge. The moment they choose me from the billionaires and very rich people from Romania, and I remember at that time, Ion Siriac and Dinu Patriciu, it was the owner of that magazine. When I came in the Hilton Hotel, where they got a hologram with Donald Trump and Steve Forbes, and they were launching the technology with the two holograms live. I mean, it was an amazing technology to have to launch that magazine. I was on the cover. Everybody in the 500 people, they got this cover with my face. And some of the people, they look at me, they even didn't know who I am, because I was like a sport producer, but they like my vision of going globally with the TV, because I've been in the Eurosport for the last 80 years in prime time in more than 80 countries live. So, you know, the drama in this kind of reality shows and around the world is to show what the people, they don't know or they don't expect. I mean, and I was very open to take out my suit, to be naked in front of the public, to say it's not so easy to become famous, it's not so easy to have a vision, it's even dangerous for some of the people, because if you follow your dreams, you can go to in a big hole. I mean, I got in my career some of the very big tests of my testing my potential, but I was the person to not give up, but it's not easy. So I'm trying to explain to this reality show that some of the people, they need to realize their real talents, their real capability, not to cut their wings, but I mean to say, for example, if you're a good singer, don't expect to be a good actress, or the other way. So some of the people, they will be on the both sides. So we need to be very responsible for that, people, to teach them and to have a media training and advising them in the PR and publicists around the world to put them on the next level. But anyway, to take them from the point A to B, that is our experience. We have both of us entrepreneurial skills, and I'm sure that they will get more value in their career than before, because that is passion for us, and we will do that also with pleasure, not only
with
like
pleasure. You have to do it with pleasure. I met some of the people in Dubai, and I will say I was impressed with the talent. And it would be a pleasure. I want to see them do well. And whatever we can to encourage them, it's very important.
Yeah. So as you saw with your own eyes, we met in Dubai some of the people, what they dreams to become the new producers in the global market, and they have so big passion, they have the money. You know, sometimes when you have the passion but you have some money, it's easier than the people that have passion without no money. But also it's very important to see if the delivery it's a real product. So we met this amazing family, Al Ali, what they live in Dubai, and they want to make big movies with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jackie Chan, and
I want to tell you we could talk about Saif and
yeah, I like so much this passion of the young one of Saif.
He's terrific.
He's an amazing boy,
and he will do it.
Yeah, and they will come with us in Cannes, and
I'm waiting for
we'll
that.
connect our networking with their networking. And it's very important to have for our talents, for our actors or actresses, to present them in a casting director or somebody to meet and to have the potential level like Florian Munteanu to arrive at the right table. And
I think it might have also been he was in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
And that for me, because people talk about coincidence and fate, I don't believe in coincidence. I believe things happen for a reason. The same way I was supposed to meet you at that particular moment, and all of this has moved since then. So Florian was meant to be at that time to work on the movie with Michael B. Jordan, with Creed 2, with you.
Yeah, and after that his life changed too. You know, like it's like now Florian Munteanu is becoming like the new The Rock, Dwayne Johnson. You know, he's like an amazing European character in action movies, and I'm following him. At the beginning, I started as an agent and manager for him, but because I'm becoming a producer, I made a deal with him to watch his career and to support him as a business advisor, and not to take care of the management side, because that's supposed to be like my responsibility only himself. So being involved in a multitask management in different businesses, and some of the people they don't understand what does mean that. And when I've been to Gersh agency, Brett Norsberg, what is one of the biggest agent in Hollywood, he told me like this: Eduard, you are such a hustler. I mean, when I heard that the expression, for me, as a translation in Romania, the word is like a controversial. But when I understood actually what it means with the hustler, it means that I'm struggling and the desperate way to make something amazing at the global level.
Hustler can be positive or negative.
Yeah.
It all depends on the context of the sentence.
Yeah.
The way he's saying it and the way I understood it is it's a positive thing.
Yeah, of course, but I mean when you translate it on the Google, it's like...
It sounds terrible.
Yeah.
No. And you go, oh my God.
All of the people around this trip with us, they like so much the concept of the pilot, because the pilot would be like a cinema release or digital platforms around the world as a motivation for a TV series in future. And that is for Romania, if we are speaking here locally, it's going to be the first ever production on the major platform. Whatever it is going to be, HBO Films or Netflix or Amazon Films or Hulu, we are hunting one of the major platforms, because to go on the different TV stations, I did that in my life many times, so for me it's easy to distribute a product in 100 TV stations locally, but it's more compact to have a global marketing tool. And beside that, it's going to be the networking around this traveling and meeting people. Like, for example, now we've been in Bel Air, amazing locations in Dubai. Now we go to Cannes. So the people around these events, they like to wait on the list to come in our red carpets, in our even parties or meetings. So that is very exciting to see the people fighting to get a place around the concept. Before it was the other way, like I was waiting to get a place in the red carpet in events. And to give you, for me, the most important moment from Oscar day before to start this amazing concept for the next level in Dubai, I brought one of the youngest actors from Romania, Gabi Anton. I met him in Ivana Cebac masterclass in Bucharest, and he came with the parents in Los Angeles.
I met him at the house.
Yeah. And think about this guy, I took him from Iași, Romania, straight to Hollywood, and without to be in any movie, and I put him on the red carpet on the Oscar, one of the parties, in front of the 20 cameras and interviews. So the guy was like behaving very well in front of the camera, but it was an amazing picture to see the parents almost crying behind him.
How did he react?
it was very good. It was very brave. He was reacting like a DiCaprio. I mean,
that's what I remember you saying is going to be the next one.
So all these people, like Sarah Jessica from Romania, is a Syrian origin. She was with us in Dubai. All these people are trying to follow us in this amazing trip because they understood the adrenaline for this amazing scenario.
They see the vision.
Yeah, and now Sarah is going to come with us in Cannes, for example.
Oh, very good.
Emily, what you met her in Los Angeles, is going to come with us in Cannes. Virgil, what is a very good example of an entrepreneur trying to live his life, even he's not in the showbiz. He's one of our friends who is traveling around the world. And for me, that passion we need to transmit it to be available for anybody, not only for the talents. I mean, I'm trying to give a viral message around the world. Try to live your life with a special purpose. I mean, for example, wherever you're going to travel, or you're going to make a career, try to spend your life in a nice way. I mean, to have a positive connection in the future.
My theory is something similar. Whatever you're going to do, you have to be the best at it. Okay? You make the effort for that. This is Francesca. I want to tell you that she was terrific. I was very impressed with her singing, and I see her moving very quickly to another level.
Do you remember when you told me in Dubai that she could be like a Kardashian from Romania, and she hated that because
but she looks. She may hate it, but
I was thinking. I'm telling you, like only to the people to understand our brainstorming here.
Yeah.
So, for example, think about Francesca. I'm her godfather with my wife. We are the godfathers, and I said to her that the biggest impact on the global media would be to make like a parody after Kim Kardashian on ETV, to make a show to call it "I'm Not Kardashian, My Name is Francesca," and to show her in her farm. Her father has got a big farm in Botoșani in north of Moldova, but an amazing, very powerful business there. And to show when I will be in September, when I will invite you to come for the wedding, to show this 500 people in the wedding. The next day to see this big farm with cows or chickens and everything, and Francesca preparing her luggages to fly to Hollywood. And I think it's going to be an amazing content for because it's giving a vision for a Chinese lady, for I don't know, for redneck from the United States. I mean, it doesn't matter where are you from, where are you coming as a local origin. If you are a talented person,
it will come through.
You're coming at the global level. And Francesca, I took her with me in Los Angeles last year before of the Creed 2 release, and she was singing there. I put her in a video, in a music video, in a movie. It's called "I'm Not for Sale." And by the way, I have a big surprise for you with your friend, with Bonnie. We have a movie where we help them as a charity, LGBT. It's called "I'm Not for Sale." And "I'm Not for Sale" is like a concept to fight against human trafficking.
Right.
So think about that director from the United States, but didn't have the financial possibility to do it at the global level. I told him, look, I can find for you an idea. Let's make a global campaign with all of the anti-human trafficking association around the world to launch your movie. So now his movie, what it was a small budget, is going to become like a huge story around the world. After the Cannes meetings. Now we have it in next week.
Terrific.
So we will launch that through our headhunters agency. To show the people that we can help them to go to the next level. Another example is the Romanian producer, what has got an amazing movie, Queen Mary of Romania, what is going to be distributed somehow also through our connection. So we are trying to help people from different countries to raise awareness and or to bring potential monetization for their businesses. And if you remember the story with the Stallone watches, because that is an amazing story
you have
to
to
explain
tell
her.
that story, please.
So I was last year before Easter, exactly 3 days before Easter, and I supposed to travel to Philadelphia for the movie Creed, and I prepared a lot of presents for the cast, for the Stallone, Dolph Lundgren, Michael B. Jordan, Florian Munteanu, Tessa Thompson. So I said, what can I bring them to impress them? So I called my friend Augustin, what is the only one in Europe, I think, at this level, to be like a custom watchmaker. He's taking the Swiss mechanism. He's making himself the painting and he's doing a great job, like an artistical piece of art. and he's doing an amazing, unique piece of art as a watch. Different budgets, but I mean, is an incredible piece of art. I mean, it's like forever.
I've seen that.
You're not going to sell that watch forever. So I asked him to make me a special watch for salon to give it to him himself, and he was so happy. In the next 2 days, he made the watch. Yeah. I met him exactly on the Easter day. The next day, I took the flight. When I arrived in Philadelphia, when I gave the watch to salon, I have even the videos, and everybody knows in the press. He was so excited, and also we have a Romanian company doing amazing luxury bags for the supercars, and I give to everybody this kind of bag. So
the big orange bag.
Yeah, so I put the salon and everybody to sign that bag to have a campaign for the Fight for Life Association. So if you think of this sentence, I mean this story, I shot 3 rabbits. Like, one, that I promote some of the Romanian brands. Secondary, I show to the other people that we can do branding in our products globally, and also to have our networking in the Hollywood, because Hollywood, this is the way. Exactly how you did it with your amazing suits from Seroussi brand. I'm very glad that I'm wearing one of them.
It looks very good.
I prepared all of them for Canal, so I will be shining next to you on the red carpet there. So it's very important to promote the products from wherever you're coming from. So we have 2 ways. One is to promote the talents. The other one is the brands. So that is our unique, let's say, chance to show to the people around the world that it can be exposed in the global market. So we have experts from the branding, experts from the talents, and we're going to be we're going to orchestrate them.
I like that too, a conductor.
Yeah. So we have a completely amazing story to share with the public, and if we get the chance to be launched around the world, for sure we're going to have a huge feedback. And I'm telling you the biggest challenge now that I'm telling you with very big responsibility. Last year you have been with the Oscar in the hand from your friends from the Netflix team. Right. The other people, I brought them on the red carpet on the Oscar party this year with me. The challenge is that, as you know, all these documentary series, they have a special category in the Venice, Cannes, Berlin, or even in Oscars. And if you look at the last 2019, some of the documentary that got Oscars, I was very, ambitious to think about the crazy idea for some of the people to say, why not to, if we have the content so amazing for the pilot, to register it in Venice and Oscar, and if we get a chance only to get nomination for that amazing award, that is a performance. I mean, in 12 months to start from a party and to arrive in the Oscars. I mean, that vision even is impossible, and some of the people maybe they will laugh very loud.
Nothing is impossible.
But I mean, the vision is that. I mean, to show to the people that we can come back from the other side, not from the side of the putting brands or helping them with the backstage. This time is we need a little bit the story itself is going to be presented at the global level. 100%. That is my job. So the people, they will hear about this story. Now let's see if it doesn't matter, Shanghai lion or Chinese dragon, it doesn't matter which award, but it's important to show the vision that we can share it at the global level. And I have the background in my experience that I did this amazing super combat fighting event, what became the European leaders in a few years ago. And now, why not to try the same energy in this field with you and our amazing team?
Well, you've already accomplished that.
Yeah.
And you've gotten to the level. So you needed a new challenge, it sounds like to me.
Yeah. So now some of the people, they're asking me, Edward, what's going to happen after this challenge with the movies and the documentary? I said I will challenge Elon Musk for the next rocket.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, because I have a lot of friends that are dealing in the ITs or technologies, and sometimes they're coming to me to put them as a networking in touch with some of the people. If you know how many projects are coming through my hand from Romania to the global market,
I can only imagine.
The people are, this is the most important thing. The people that cannot believe. I mean, the people from the business side, they are the most excited because at the end they say, so you can present me this business with this technology, you can do this sports business around the world, and now you do a reality show on the global market. You met Mrs. Nora, and you want to do a movie with Moshe and Christopher Milburn. So at the end it's like too much, but I said, if I can do that, why not? We're going to have affiliate people, different experts in different domains, so I'm not doing it by myself alone. And look at the Richard Branson, he's got the Virgin brand around the world. And
he's got everything.
He's got everything. I follow him. For him, he's like an idol. But I mean, he's like, that is an inspiration model. Like we can try to do, and for me as a Romanian origin, I'm telling you, this is my biggest fight in front of the media. Yeah. The image of Romania in America is okay. I mean, in Canada, United States, we don't have a problem as an image. But in Europe, starting from Italy to Spain and UK and Germany, they have this reputation like we are only working at the low level, or we have some problems with different communities. So like, at the end, I tried in all my career to show like I'm the biggest in Europe in my domain. In the fight business, I got the biggest promotion in Eurosport, and I was so proud whenever I made my events. Now I'm trying to show them that I'm coming in the reality show, coming from the thousands of miles around the other side from the Atlantic Ocean,
right.
And I'm coming here from Bucharest to teach the Hollywood people how they can create faster and to give them a boost in their career. And now we have people coming with Jonas Kent from Hollywood to Cannes to meet us. I mean, they come from Hollywood in Cannes to meet our team in this amazing project. So that is the inspiration to do something what nobody is expecting for that. Romania doesn't have a historical background in promoting people around the world. I mean, like Hollywood. Hollywood is like
Hollywood is
the biggest PR machine.
It's unique. Hollywood is unique. I admire and I think it's terrific what you're doing, and that's why I wanted to get involved, because there is a market for that, there is an opportunity for that, and I think other people recognize that and see that, and that's why they're excited, and that's why everybody's watching what you're doing, because they want to see where it can go.
Yeah, and at the beginning of the reality, you know, like everybody's got the budgets and concerning about budgets. And what I like it with you, that you like very much my idea to show to the talents the level of the dreaming to become the red carpet like Angelina Jolie. If you want to be like Angelina Jolie on the red carpet, you need to have the right dress, the right jewelry, the right car. I mean, you need to be at that level to meet that people, you know. So if we are starting like a student, you know, like a hostel, and to be like a different type of scenario, you cannot show that delivery feeling for that people to encourage them. So I choose this lifestyle not to be like something to show the lifestyle for me or for you. The idea is to show to the other people the vision to arrive at that moment, and also that it's not important only that is only a happening. It's not. I know a lot of people that what they are coming in major events, they are shining in front of the cameras, and the next day they come back to their normal lives, because it's not necessary that everybody knows all of the actors around the world. I mean, you can be a Chinese superstar and you go to the United States, nobody knows you. So or the other way. So I mean, it's important to be as a human being able to accept the celebrity impact, and to be also a human with the real values, because we are the same person. It doesn't matter that myself, I'm still thinking about I'm coming from a boxing family. My father and his 5 brothers, all of them, they are boxers. My first memory, it was from an old classical boxing gym with a lot of sweat and that pressure in the gym. And that was the message where I got from my father, this inspiration that I would like to be around him somehow. And I gave up on the medicine school. To go for the marketing and the global promotion. So at that stage, my father was a little bit disappointed, because he liked me to be a doctor. But after that, my family was very proud. So it's very important to find a vision to inspire even your family and even the friends around you to follow you. And sometimes, unfortunately, especially in East European countries, I will not say only Romania. The vision is not necessary to be direct proportional with the other people. I mean, you can get negative messages. Like, for example, in Romania, when I told my vision now with the Hollywood, I got 99% canceling. Like, you cannot do this. Maybe you can do it in sport. Ha ha ha. You cannot. So now when I come back, they close their mouth. Unfortunately, what can I say? I do it not only to impress Romanian people. I'm doing it is my own game somehow. And now I'm sharing with the people, trusting, and I have nothing to say to the other people. It's normal, because as long as they couldn't achieve that energy, it's not necessary that everybody can do that. It's like, for example, look at Muhammad Ali in boxing. There are another 100 world champions after him. But Muhammad Ali is Muhammad Ali. So I mean, in any domain you can get real performance, real top people, but not everybody's got a vision for the marketing or promoting their products. So there are amazing people I met in Romania. They have incredible products, but they need that flavor to go to the next level. And unfortunately, Romania cannot compare with Croatia, Bulgaria, Slovenia, Hungary for the exports. Yet. And that is the virgin market. I mean, we need to teach them how to go the global level with their brands.
I want to talk to you about that, because I think that's part of the problem. I agree with you. And I know, because I think I've been living here now 14 years, I can say about living here. Part of the problem is the mindset. I encountered that many times, and I want to do this, and what's that? And even now, perfect example. I want to go and put my suits on the red carpet. What is she, crazy? And when I did it, everybody was, oh, anything is possible. It can be done. You just, you know, if first I don't like to surround myself with naysayers. You can't this, out. Out, because I don't have time for that. Positive energy. The positive energy creates the positive energy and creates more. And it is a knock-on effect. And if you've noticed, this has all happened for us in the past few months.
Yeah.
And it's mushrooming and mushrooming, and it's getting bigger and bigger. And some people are starting to figure it out.
Yeah, you know, I was thinking about your father, Mr. Seroussi. After I checked more, because I knew him as a emblematic person and iconic, you know, from the entrepreneurial skills. But when I saw that, actually, when I was very young, after the revolution, I was only 16 years old. He was one of the first person to teach the local business people and the entrepreneurial movements to open the real corporation here. So for me, having this connection with you now, and I know how much was for you your father and his name, I would like to continue his work somehow through our project. That for Romania, at least, to become like an inspiration for the business people, that they can accomplish that that level he worked for, because he was doing an amazing job. I saw it in the internet, and that is myself it was a research. So we can do that for the Romanian people here. Even you are coming as a Canadian passport, but you have your heart in Romania.
No, I'm. This is my home country now.
Yeah. So it's an amazing challenge to continue this positive job to inspire people even in the entrepreneurial deals, because a lot of people, they don't have the courage to try it. You know, so now we need to show this pilot, and they will understand it for sure.
I'm sure we have to instill the courage, and thank you for the very nice words about my dad. He would be very proud. My father was a big believer in what Romania can do. That's one of the reasons I moved here, because I wanted to be close to him. And I can't believe the time has gone that quickly.
Yeah. And now look how fast the things are moving. That we are already from Los Angeles from February. We've been already in Dubai. In May we are going to Canal, and in June the amazing race with the. That is a very important statistical thing. Think about, we have 100 cars with a value of more than $30 million. I mean, the value of the cars altogether is $30 million. Lamborghini, Ferrari, Bugatti, and that's, in that story, we're going to follow them for 1 week in an incredible rally in Europe as a lifestyle.
You're going to follow them. I'm going to watch.
You're going to come at the end, like the Grand Prix.
No,
so all of these people, they will be part of a challenge for our project to discover in 7 countries in Europe. It's going to be one of the biggest challenging around the world on the planet. I mean, to put 100 rich people around the world to say, okay, please help me to discover the next hero in Poland, Slovakia, Slovenia, Croatia, Montenegro, Macedonia, Greece. And in Athens is the final. So to have these people traveling, having parties, lifestyle, networking, but they will be amazed to be part of this game. And we will do a general scouting from the sports, from the fighters, because this is my domain with the Super Combat, music, movies, and other talents. So it's going to be an amazing tool to show it in the reality show. So I think that is going to be the most important emotion at the end of the reality show, showing that from Los Angeles to that trip. That is going to be the end of the story.
So that's the ultimate.
It's the ultimate in the movie, because
I'm sure everybody watching this who is going to want to jump on it and join.
Yeah, I mean, if you remember the Rocky movie, you remember that amazing song, and I have I mean, this kind of movie when the Rocky is running, and day by day he's got another 2, another 4. So at the end you're gonna get hundreds of people running after him. You know, so that is our challenge, to get people, and even through this amazing show, maybe you're gonna continue that weekly. And you will see that slowly the people, they will come to your studio, they will get this inspiration to come to follow us in the dream. Whatever is the domain. I mean, it could be a doctor, could be like, I even have a plastic surgery, what he's believing to become the next Hollywood, artist, in the surgery. So everybody can get a slot in this amazing show.
So you have met so many different people. but you find a place where to slot them all in.
Yeah, it does. Any domain can be placed because that is the Hollywood. The only thing is that Hollywood, they got like this niche format. Like they are doing The Butcher, they are doing this ETV with Kardashian, so they are doing different TV series.
Yeah.
Here the vision, I mean the core of the business is to show that we are doing something what normally cannot be done as a multitask. I mean, we are combining different sectors in the same time. It's like running around the world, like a marathon.
That's what I think makes it so interesting. It's not just one way, or as you had the fighters before. Now we have such a collection of actresses and singers and boxers and actors. It's for me, it's very interesting to watch what they're all doing.
We have royal families, princesses.
Yes.
I mean, think about it. I have from Bahrain to different countries people from the royal families, but they are doing also the amazing things. Like, for example, the Prince of Bahrain is an amazing world champion in Ironman, in triathlon.
The triathlons?
He's running, bicycle, and I explain for the other people, and swimming. So that is a champion for endurance. And that guy was amazed about my energy when I speak him so fast. And that is my, at the end, I see this is my talent, somehow. Is that a problem? Because even 90% of the people, they understand, and 10 maybe they don't understand my fast speaking, but that is the medicine for them. They like they get this vibe. And when I've been to meeting the prince, I got like an advisor for the communication. He told me, Mr. Eduard, can you speak a little bit lower? I said, of course. And I arrived in the meeting. And I arrived next to the prince. It was the other guy on the other side. And the guy was so boring speaking with him, and the guy was like almost sleeping. So when I started to speak, the guy was like coming back to life and said, Edward, I like your vision. I will bring all the ministers here and let's do something. So this is the way to inspire people. And of course, you can have other people, but they hate you. They don't like this energy. But I mean, all these
but those
elements,
are the kind of people. That's why I said before, you keep them away.
I'm trying to use my this bloodline and combining with your also to show this to these people that they need somebody to guide them. Like in the global, they cannot go by themselves.
I wanted to mention about Dubai, what you were talking about with the prince, and that they want to build it into their kind of Hollywood, and if we can do something like that for them, that's also. That was very encouraging to see their response and their reaction.
Yeah, and if you remember how excited they've been to be part of the reality format, to be part of the filming, to be part of the, all these happenings, going in the desert with the supercars, going on the boat in the Dubai Marina. So all of these things for them they are normal to happen there, but for some of the audience around the world, it's amazing to see this kind of lifestyle events. And if you remember with Francesca, how excited they've been when they saw her singing, even it was Ramadan, and for them it was like, wow, an exciting artist from Romania. So this is the way to promote and challenge these people, and I'm sure that soon we will have a final product, an amazing product at the end.
I'm sure we will. But I'm looking at the picture now, and I remember that night, and everybody, you could feel the excitement. And I was obviously thrilled to be giving everybody, encouragement. We call these awards, these are encouragement for the future.
Yeah. And I hope you're going to do that also in your birthday to award some of your people what they inspire you somehow around your activities around Romania. And I am sure that you have a list for that. I'm 100%.
I'm not going to spoil any surprises.
So now, by the way, approaching to your birthday Sunday, what is for sure an amazing event. And usually I'm not nervous, but I have so many things there to combine beside your special event, bringing the director Jonas Kent from USA, having the crew from the reality show, trying to combine. Actually, we have like a special moment before to leave the next day in Cannes. So it's like an amazing launching of the rocket on the stage in Le Chateau.
And my friend Evgeny, the director.
Yeah, by the way, I was amazed about his performance with being the 2 times nominee for the Oscars awards.
Yeah, so that's very exciting for me.
Yeah, I hope he's going to put his finger on to give an advice at least on his on this.
I think if you ask him.
Yeah, I mean for both of us. And it's amazing to see people from different domains coming to your birthday, and also to be an amazing release for the press around the world, because actually we're going to announce that night and the next days in Cannes what is going to happen. and we will have global approach to the media, and it's going to be for the first time ever announcing the format.
I think when people see it, because I remember when I saw part of it in Dubai, and I laughed, that I haven't laughed like that, I swear, in over a year.
Yeah, the people, they cannot
With
understand
the
why.
tears rolling down my face, it's brilliant.
I mean, to show some of the people excited by my energy, other people, well, they're somehow dizzy about my speed, and they're expecting something, they're getting the other thing, and at the end they appreciate somehow that what's happened. They gave them, like for example, the owner from the house in Bel Air. That is an amazing story.
Oh, that kills
to see
me.
that guy with, we can say, to spoil only that scene with,
okay, yeah,
only one scene from the Bel Air, when I asked him to come to see our project in the villa, and the guy was seeing like 20 persons in the house. We rented the house actually for our own stay, not for to make parties.
We have to keep this story for the next time.
Yeah.
We have to tell everybody about it, and you have to tell the story. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
Edward, I want to say thank you very much. It was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure also for me, and we see you soon on Sunday on your birthday.
Absolutely.
And happy birthday one more time officially
Thank you
here.
so much.